So I'm back again with Steve-O. Steve-O, I was talking to you briefly a few days ago, this past weekend, and I happened to be driving by. I was looking for Heather. I talked to Heather also this past weekend, and I was looking for her, but I ran into you, so you're a little bit more calm today. This past weekend when I met you for the first time, it was like ridiculous hot, right? Like 113 degrees. You were not feeling well, and the heat just made the situation worse. Today though, it's the weather's a lot nicer, right? And so you seem more calm, more relaxed, so we can have a conversation today. So Steve-O, how long have you had your hernia? How many years?
About 6 years. I got it doing helping my mom and dad, which they deceased about 4 years almost now. And I was moving one of these big couches, and I moved it the wrong way. It started off as a golf ball, and I didn't get it fixed fast enough because we lived in Bullhead City, you know, way up there in northern Arizona. And there's only one surgeon in the whole town, and it took me 6 months to find him, and it was all bad. And my parents are degenerate gamblers, so that's all they cared about, you know?
So you're from Bullhead City?
No, I'm from out here. I'm from Glendale. But I lived up there, and I was sober for almost 5 years without going to prison, jail, or rehab or nothing. Just stopped.
You mainly have been doing G?
Well, half my life, yeah. More than half my life, yeah. About 22 years almost.
And right now, are you mixing both G and blues, or just blues?
Blues and G. G and blues. I was doing a lot of blues like last week, but this week I'm doing more G because it's something that keeps me calm, you know? And then, to tell you the truth, those things aren't even really working for me for pain no more. They're just to get high. Now, the G's are what really numbs you, because that's amphetamines, you know? It gives a shock to your body and numbs everything. So, that's the way it is with drugs like that. But the blues I can handle now. I'm almost off of them. Almost, but I'm kind of stuck in a world that I can't get out of. You know what I mean? Almost.
You mentioned that last week you were doing a lot. What's a lot for you?
A lot in one day? It's 30 or more pills.
Okay, it just depends on people's tolerance level, because
Yeah.
I've talked to some people and I've done 50, I've done 100, and I only did 100 because if I could do 150 and 200, if I had money to do 200, I would. Does that apply to you as well, or is that your tolerance is a little bit lower?
I wouldn't waste my money on that. If I had 200 then, I wouldn't be on the street no more. I'd at least be in a motel room. Right.
How are you feeling physically? Does your stomach hurt? You were complaining that your stomach hurt this past weekend.
No, it doesn't hurt. I gotta self-medicate like that. And the only way I can self-medicate is you're doing G. And the G, usually I used to do G and drink alcohol. That's all I ever did. But now I had switched it up. For a while I had pills to numb myself. I couldn't do anything else. So now I'm kind of stuck in a rut and a debilitating habit I can't get out of. You know?
But you need to seek help, professional help from the medical community, from treatment centers.
I've stopped 3 times.
3 times?
3 times in 1 year.
What was the longest that you went?
Oh, I was in a month and a half. I was in the mental hospital. But what I did, I was doing a lot of G, and then I started doing blues. As soon as I figured out what I was doing the blues, I was like, damn, I was slipping. So I was like, damn, I better go to the mental hospital. So I was on a QT down the street here in Orlando, and I was like, yo, can you call the people, what do you call it, ambulance? And I said, when they came, I said, well, I have a behavioral health emergency, blah, blah, blah. I'm already at some clinic that's useless way down there on the east side. Is crap. I don't go there no more, so.
Is that Maricopa County Hospital on Roosevelt, 24th Street, Roosevelt?
I'm talking about in that area. No, it's Flopentera.
Okay. And you mentioned that your hernia started the size of a golf ball.
Yeah.
Right now, it's the size of a football, right? Is it the size of a football right now?
It's more like, yeah.
Can you go
Maybe a Nerf ball.
that's like that. That looks like it hurts.
It only hurts when I eat greasy food and I get an ulcer, and the ulcers are so bad that it feels like somebody stabbing me with hot knives in my stomach from the acid reflex. That's the only thing that hurts. Physically, a couple times it was like this. It made me drop to the floor. The pain.
That's kind of paralyzing.
Yeah, kind of like a bad toothache. Try that times 10.
How often do you feel that excruciating pain?
Once every once in a great while. That's it. But it's usually the acid because I have fucking eating disorders too. I can't just I eat a little bit. I eat a lot until I'm full, and then run down and eat all day, 3-4 times a day. I was like 375 pounds when I came back from Las Vegas, almost. Well, I started because then I had my relapse on G because I won a bunch of money in Las Vegas, about $6,000 on a slot machine. I knew it was the beginning of the end after that. I was like,
$6,000 went straight to G.
No, money to buy G, big amounts of it and sell it.
You're selling in Las Vegas?
Yeah, sure.
How
Something like that.
How recent was this?
About 3 years ago.
That's
I had
when
my own car, my own job, and everything.
That's when you weighed 375 pounds?
Yeah. My own place.
And how much do you weigh now?
170. But that's not, I didn't know that blues and opiates make you lose weight. I didn't know that. I thought it was a G. Oh, I was laughing. But yeah, they make you lose weight like crazy. That old man told me when I was done doing my heroin binge, at the end of it, I weighed 69 pounds. I said, what? 69 pounds?
Wow.
It was that much weight from opiates, especially strong ones.
In regards to your hernia, do you need to go to a doctor, to the emergency room? Going to the emergency room, it's a federal law that the hospital has to attend to you. They can't ignore you. They can't turn you away. That, to me, it looks like an emergency. Would you classify that as an emergency?
I do, but I get it checked out all the time. And then they tell me that I'm fishing for drugs.
That you're what?
Fishing for drugs. Still, after this thing is on my stomach, they still tell me I'm fishing for blues, Percocets, or some Vicodin, some kind of opiates. They tell it to me every time. I want to punch them. I'm like, really? Yeah, go ahead, prescribe that shit to me. Go ahead, you know? I don't want it. All I wanted was Tylenol.
When's the last time you went to the emergency room?
Not for like 6 months.
So 6 months ago, you went to the emergency room to check out your stomach, your hernia, and you're telling me that the doctor said, no, we can't attend to you because all you want is...
No, they wanted to attend to me. They wanted to stop me with the scary. They said, no, you can't go nowhere. That's some serious stuff. I said, deal with it. I literally said I was going to go scream bloody murder and kill myself at this hospital way over, it's called Boswell Hospital, not Australia, way out there in Thomas, 90th Avenue. Well, the point is, they said nothing. I walked out of the fucking emergency room. They just thought I wanted pills again. That's what they thought. Again, does it look that I just look like a drug addict or what?
What's gonna happen with your hernia? Like, you need to get it attended to. You need to get that dealt with because that pain has to be excruciating. That can't be healthy for you to continue because it's gonna continue to grow, right? Has it been growing all this time?
Yeah, it does when I lift stuff. Like a little more, a little more. And I lift stuff all the time. But I know how to use dead weight. I learned how to use that.
Maybe you shouldn't lift things anymore.
Huh. I know that. Control my leg.
Have you ever heard something about a mesh? A mesh to help you with that?
That's
Doesn't work?
I don't know what that is. They'll tell me when I get surgery. When it's life-threatening, they'll do something. Otherwise, it's still soft and it's all cosmetic. They won't do nothing about it. I don't know. I'm kind of trying to get them to do something about it, but what can I do? Hey man, you go in there every day or every week and like tell them? I can't do nothing about it.
I asked you if you had a phone earlier. You told me you do not have a phone.
No.
I'm gonna ask the subscribers if somebody has an old phone for Steve-O that he can use, because I think there's gonna come a time when you're in pain and you need to call 911. You're gonna need the ambulance. You're gonna need to go to the emergency room. And I think by you having a phone, you'll have access to get the help you need. So I'm gonna try to get you a phone. As soon as I get a phone, I'll come out here, see you again, and we'll go from there. Okay? I'm gonna say thank you very much for talking to me.
You're welcome.
Again, you're very calm. You're like a different person from this weekend. This weekend you're very upset, irate, just not in a good mood, and so that's why we only talked for a couple minutes. But I appreciate you talking to me today, giving us an update, and letting us know the history on your hernia. And I want you to know that you're not alone. You don't have parents; they're deceased. You think you're alone in this world, but the Lost in Phoenix community is going to try to step up and try to help you a little bit. Okay, so I'm going to hand you a donated bag, a blessing bag from one of my subscribers. Her name is Shorty. And she created this bag so that I can hand to you, and let me know if those are items that you could use. Toiletries. Hand wipes, bandana, shirt, some snacks. There's also a little letter in there. Can you pull that out?
Gift card.
What's it say?
First, I want to say thank you for accepting this blessing bag. My family and friends helped me make you. I only ask that you do me a favor. Say a prayer for me. I battle struggling with depression, anxiety, awful thoughts as well. When you can, please pray I forward and blessing somebody. It's simply a friend and helping someone in need. I hope this item goes out to a little treatment and goes on. Amen. Shorty.
So Steve-O, thank you very much. Please stay safe, and we'll talk soon, okay?
Right.
I'm also gonna go get you some lunch. Lunch has been donated by my subscribers, so please take care of yourself. God bless you, okay?
Okay, God bless.